Are you tired of making constant trips to the gas station just to top off your tires? Or struggling with underpowered tools that continually slow down your weekend projects? Today, we are breaking down the absolute best air compressors to fully transform your home garage into a fully equipped, professional-level workshop. 7. AstroAI Tire Inflator. When I first started testing equipment for a basic garage setup, I picked up the AstroAI Tire Inflator because of its incredibly compact size and overwhelming popularity. Right out of the box, it feels like a very lightweight device that you can easily tuck into a glove compartment or sit on a small garage shelf without taking up any meaningful footprint. The setup process is remarkably straightforward, requiring virtually no learning curve to get it plugged in and ready to pump air. During my initial tests on standard sedan tires and various sports equipment, the interface proved to be quite user-friendly. I really appreciated the digital screen, which is brightly backlit and very easy to read, even in a dimly lit garage environment. It allows you to toggle between different pressure units like PSI, bar, and kPa with just the push of a simple membrane button. One of the most heavily advertised features is the programmable auto shutoff function, which I tested extensively. You simply set your desired tire pressure on the digital display, hit the start button, and the machine automatically stops pumping the moment it reaches the target PSI. This is incredibly convenient if you want to step away for a moment to organize your tools while your tire fills up, preventing any dangerous overinflation scenarios. However, as I continued to use it for more demanding tasks, some very frustrating limitations quickly became apparent. For one, it operates incredibly slowly compared to traditional compressors. Trying to fill a completely flat SUV tire felt like it took an eternity, and the motor began to struggle noticeably. 6. CRAFTSMAN V20. Stepping up into the realm of cordless convenience, I brought the CRAFTSMAN into the garage to see how a battery-operated unit handles routine tasks. Because it operates on the same V20 battery platform as the rest of CRAFTSMAN's modern cordless power tools, I was excited to see if it could be the ultimate grab-and-go solution. Out of the box, it features a distinct red and black rugged appearance that fits perfectly alongside other tools on a standard garage workbench. What makes this unit interesting is its dual functionality design, offering both a high-pressure rubber hose for vehicle tires and a high-volume corrugated hose for items like air mattresses and pool floats. During my testing, I found the high-volume side to be surprisingly effective, quickly inflating a large camping mattress in a matter of minutes without breaking a sweat. Switching between the two modes is as easy as flipping a switch on the main control panel. The digital interface is another step up from entry-level inflators, featuring a clear, easy-to-read screen that provides accurate real-time pressure readings. Much like the previous model, it includes an automatic shutoff feature that worked flawlessly during my tests, stopping precisely at the 35 PSI mark I had programmed for my truck tires. The physical buttons have a satisfying tactile click, making it easy to operate even when wearing thick mechanic gloves. Despite the cordless convenience, my prolonged testing revealed several glaring drawbacks that hold this unit back. The motor is aggressively loud for such a small tool, producing a harsh, rattling whine that echoes unpleasantly off the garage walls. 5. DEWALT DCC20IB. The DEWALT immediately impressed me the moment I took it out of its packaging. Built with DEWALT's signature rugged yellow and black styling, it feels incredibly sturdy and features a heavy-duty roll cage design that genuinely protects the internal components. I accidentally knocked it off my workbench during testing, and it survived the drop onto the concrete floor without a single scratch or dip in performance. What truly sets this unit apart in a garage setting is its remarkable triple power source capability. I tested it using a DEWALT 20-volt max battery, plugged it into my car's 12-volt DC socket, and even ran it directly from my garage's 110-volt AC wall outlet using an adapter. This level of versatility means you are never left without power, allowing you to use it seamlessly at your workbench or out on the road. Performance-wise, the high-pressure inflation speed blew the previous models out of the water. When I tested it on a completely flat, heavy-duty truck tire, the DEWALT tackled the job with a steady, relentless power that didn't bog down or overheat. The threaded chuck attaches securely to valve stems without leaking, and the high-precision digital gauge provided readings that perfectly matched my professional-grade manual tire pressure gauge. In addition to inflation, I found the built-in deflation mode to be incredibly useful for quickly packing up large inflatables after a weekend trip. The unit also features an integrated LED work light on the side, which proved to be a lifesaver when I needed to top off a tire in the dark corner of my garage during a late-night project. 4. VEVOR Air Compressor. Transitioning from handheld inflators to proper tank compressors, I brought the VEVOR into the testing space to evaluate its capabilities. Right away, this unit changes the game for what you can achieve in a home garage, moving beyond simple tire inflation to powering actual pneumatic tools. The horizontal tank design sits low to the ground, providing excellent stability while remaining relatively compact enough to slide underneath a standard workbench. The most shocking revelation during my testing was just how incredibly quiet this machine is while running. Clocking in at around 60 decibels, I could easily have a normal conversation in the garage right next to it while the tank was filling up. For anyone who has suffered through the deafening roar of traditional air compressors, turning this VEVOR on for the first time feels like absolute magic. With a 6.3-gallon capacity, I had more than enough sustained air supply to tackle moderate woodworking projects. I connected my brad nailer and spent an afternoon installing baseboards, and the compressor easily kept pace, only cycling on occasionally to refill the tank. The dual pressure gauges are large and easy to read, allowing me to precisely dial in the line pressure required for delicate finishing work without damaging the wood. Maintenance is virtually non-existent with this unit, thanks to its high-quality oil-free pump design. I loved not having to worry about checking oil levels or dealing with messy spills on my garage floor, especially since the unit operates so cleanly. Additionally, the motor is designed to easily start up in cold weather, which I confirmed on a chilly morning test when the garage temperature dropped down into the low 40s. 3. DEWALT DWFP 55126. Bringing this iconic yellow machine into my garage felt like welcoming an old friend, as its recognizable shape is seen on job sites and home workshops around the world. The build quality is characteristically rugged, featuring a robust console cover that excellently protects the vital controls and gauges from accidental bumps. During my performance tests, the impressive 165 maximum PSI rating really shined through. Because it stores air at a higher pressure, the 6-gallon tank provides significantly more usable air volume than you would expect, allowing for extended tool runtimes. I connected a heavy-duty framing nailer to it, and the compressor delivered a steady flow of 2.6 SCFM at 90 psi, firing off nails rapidly without any frustrating lag or misfires. Portability is one of the strongest suits of this Pancake design. Weighing in at just 30 pounds, I found it incredibly easy to grab by the top handle and carry from the garage to the backyard for a quick fencing repair. The rubber-like pads are securely bolted on and do an excellent job of preventing the unit from vibrating or walking across the smooth concrete floor while the motor is running. I also thoroughly appreciated the inclusion of 2 universal air couplers right on the front panel. This allowed me and a friend to run 2 roofing nailers simultaneously during a shed build test, significantly speeding up our workflow without constantly swapping hoses. The high-flow regulator provides highly accurate pressure adjustments, ensuring that every tool gets exactly the required power for optimal performance. 2. California Air Tools 8010. When I unboxed the California Air Tool, I immediately knew I was dealing with a premium piece of garage machinery. Designed with a sleek, vertical 8-gallon steel tank, it demands respect while actually taking up far less floor space than horizontal models. The assembly was minimal, requiring just the quick attachment of the heavy-duty wheels and the air filter before I was ready to plug it in and get to work. The defining feature of this compressor is its unbelievable noise reduction technology. Operating at an astonishingly low 60 decibels, this machine is so quiet that I literally had to double-check that it was actually turned on during my first test run. If your home garage shares a wall with your living room, or you like to work late into the night without waking the neighbors, the acoustic performance of this motor is absolutely life-changing. The 8-gallon capacity represents a significant step up in air storage, allowing me to take on much more demanding tasks. During my garage testing, I was able to successfully run an air ratchet and perform light paint spraying, tasks that would typically drain smaller Pancake compressors in seconds. The recovery time is impressively fast, with the dual piston pump filling the huge tank from completely empty to full in just under 3 minutes. Durability and longevity are clearly baked into the DNA of the CAT-8010. The oil-free dual-piston pump is engineered for a life cycle of over 3,000 hours before any significant wear occurs, drastically outlasting standard consumer-grade compressors. 1. Metabo HPT EC914S. Known formerly as Hitachi Power Tools, Metabo HPT has completely engineered a masterpiece that delivers unparalleled reliability and professional-grade performance in a perfectly sized 6-gallon pancake frame. From the moment I pulled it from the box, the incredibly solid construction, reinforced roll cage, and industrial-grade fittings signaled that this machine was built entirely differently from the competition. What truly blew me away during testing was the astonishingly fast recovery time and high airflow efficiency. Delivering a massive 2.8 CFM at 90 psi, this compressor refills its tank faster than almost any other unit in its class. When I put it through an aggressive stress test by rapid-firing a framing nailer into thick lumber, the Metabo HPT effortlessly kept the pressure perfectly consistent, entirely eliminating the annoying downtime I experienced waiting for other compressors to catch up. The build quality of the components on the control panel is noticeably superior to everything else I tested. The industrial-grade regulator operates with buttery smoothness, allowing for hyper-precise adjustments, while the large, easy-to-read gauges are perfectly angled toward the user for quick monitoring. Furthermore, the universal brass push-to-lock couplers make attaching and detaching air hoses a seamless, one-handed operation that saves you immense time and frustration over the course of a project. I was also incredibly impressed by how well it handles harsh garage environments. It features a highly efficient 1-horsepower motor that easily starts up in sub-freezing temperatures without tripping standard garage circuit breakers, a massive advantage over older, finicky machines. Despite its incredible power output and robust steel construction, it remains highly portable, balanced perfectly so you can carry it around your workspace with just one hand without straining your back.